Ah, tinfoil hat theories, my favorite kind of videos. Except when they're wrong, then they're not really my favorites. Greetings fellow Vita fans, this is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another exciting video. A video full of conspiracies. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. And make sure to leave me your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section because this is a tinfoil hat theory, and those make for some very fun comments. Now keep in mind that everything I'm about to discuss in this video is just 100% pure speculation. I have no proof whatsoever that anything I am about to say in this topic is confirmed, beyond that of circumstantial evidence. Just wanted to be clear on that before I begin. Well everyone, it looks like the final two physical releases from Eastasiasoft are officially behind us now. Or are they? Yeah, about that. Did anybody else find that their last two announcements that they did for the Vita to be a little bit on the, how shall I put this, a hollow side? AKA empty. And what I mean by that is that I personally was expecting their final announcements to have a little bit more pizzazz than it did, or in this case, pizzazz at all. Because I have to remind you here, Eastasiasoft has been pumping out physical PS Vita products for quite a long time, and we PS Vita collectors would have absolutely no problem with licking their boots because of that reason. In fact, it goes far back as I personally can remember to Soldner X2 final prototype, and Limited Run Games had already done their own version of this, and for whatever reason, Eastasiasoft decided to do their own. And that was the first time that I ever took note of this company. And keep in mind that this was back on January 12th, 2017. Back when we could have much, larger print quantities than we have been as of recent. Quantities that don't make a whole website crash. Man, I really miss those days. So yeah, it's been a very long time, and over those years, Eastasiasoft and Play Asia both have become quite passionate about supporting the PS Vita. In fact, as far as passion goes, I would personally put them right up there with Limited Run Games. They really love this little handheld. That's why when they finally announced their last physical releases for the PS Vita, I really thought we'd be going out with a bang here. But not only did that not happen, but also the way things went down is kind of leading me to believe that there might be another game on the horizon. Yes, that's right. Game, not games. Now just stick with me here for a second, because I know it might sound a bit crazy at first, but let's look at the way things happened on that day. That going all the way back to earlier this week on Monday. Here's what one of their original posts had to say. We are proud to reveal that visual novel A Winter's Daydream will receive a physical limited edition as one of our final pair of PS Vita releases. And if we look at the second one here, they also stated, we're pleased to announce that atmospheric platformer The Moose Man will receive a physical limited edition as one of our final pair of PS Vita releases. Release date, copies, etc, yada yada yada. And notice how I'm really emphasizing on final pair here, because I did as much digging as I possibly could on both their Twitter account and their official website, and nowhere else could I find them saying that these were in fact their last PS Vita releases at all. They always worded it as their final pair, which kind of leads me to believe that they might have one last PS Vita physical release as a standalone title to go out with a bang. You know, as in something that's not a pair. In fact, I tried to do even more digging in the actual comment section of these posts, and I found that there were other people asking the same question. Will this be the very last PS Vita physical title from Eastasiasoft, as this user posted here? And as you probably would expect, Eastasiasoft did not reply, nor did Play Asia. Truth be told, Play Asia was even worse than Eastasiasoft. They just simply retweeted their post and then never mentioned anything about it at all ever again, other than confirming that the Moose Man was in fact getting 1,000 copies. But after that, yeah, they remained dead silent. In fact, there were even more individuals asking, are these the final two Vita releases from you? And again, as expected, there was no reply. In fact, the only people who actually did reply to these individuals were other users in the community saying something like, well, hey, yeah, they said it was their last releases, so yeah, it must be their last two releases. I mean, right? I guess? But I still remain unconvinced about that. And if you want even further proof that this could be a possibility, look at the way they handled things after the releases went live. there's nothing I can show you in this category because there was nothing in this category. They released the games, they sold out, and yeah, they've just moved on to other systems and other advertisements. It's kind of like they were, here's our final PS Vita games. All right, they're sold out, so let's move on to the Switch and these Xbox titles now and pretend like those never existed. That's what it felt like to me, because going back to limited run games again, for example, when they launched Super Meat Boy earlier this year, they made it clear that it was going to be the final PS Vita release. Heck, even Josh Verhurst said this officially on his Twitter account, saying that they were glad to be done with the Vita because, well, supply was just too limited to make it a comfortable release platform anymore. Which, to the point, yeah, fair enough. Now, I will play devil's advocate with myself here for one moment. As mentioned before, I was poking my nose around Eastasiasoft's official website page, and when I looked up these last two Vita releases on said website, I found this at the end of the description. As always, we thank our loyal PS Vita community for their immense dedication and support. We have strived to do our best in providing diverse and unique offerings in our physical PS Vita lineup, and we could not have come this far without you. Happy holidays, and we look forward to whatever opportunities the new year might bring in 2022. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was the only thing I was able to find even close to some sort of send-off. In fact, you could even argue that the whole 2022 statement might be a hint at something. This tinfoil hat theory is getting deep. Though again, if you do in fact want to give reason to why these two could possibly indeed be their last releases, maybe it's because the community was expecting something much more grander than these two titles. They didn't have anything like that, so they just wanted to kind of sweep things under the rug. I'm by no means trying to dog these two games, just stating a fact here. Or also, if we take into consideration that the PS Vita recently had its 10th anniversary in Japan, which was very close to these two games' releases, I suppose that in itself could kind of sort of be a send-off too? But that's not for certain. And last but not least here, I'm not the only one who has come up with a theory like this, as I have seen many Twitter posts that have kind of been hinting at the same thing, wondering, well, why are they only calling it their final pair of PS Vita releases and not just their final Vita releases? They never word it any differently. Heck, even in the comments section of that original video that I made, people have been picking up on that. So it can't just be me here. So I don't know, I'm kind of split here. What do you all think? Do you feel that Eastasiasoft just worded this randomly and it has no meaning whatsoever? Or do you think that maybe it could be a hint that they have one final standalone release set for 2022 to release in, like, I don't know, January or February as their last big hurrah? Is it too out of the question to think we might still be getting Ultra Core as that? Please leave me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. And again, guys, just keep in mind, this is only a theory of mine. Nothing has been confirmed. So I would love to hear your theories down below. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. A huge thank you and shout out to all these wonderfully generous supporters who help make this content possible, including Michael O'Connor, Rodrigo Vera, Skullshirtugel TCG, David Ray, Wendy K, Adam Thury, Crazy Cat, H-Hitter, Per Sterner, Heston Joseph, Jelly, E-Rock, Kevin Enright, Joseph Shavak, JR, Jared Hado, Richard Cruz, Kyle Brooks, VG Legends, PS Vita S, Hemdall Imbert, Saul Ramirez, Claimer Malarkey, Adam Sondi, Gutter Drums, Phantom XRS, BMF, Hero Acer, Chris Foxhound, Robert Sylvester, Hector Gonzalez, Smug Wolf, Aridri, Kayonko, Rizal Pliskin, Burzin Mystery, 1488 Dental, Juan M. Hermosillo, Azumara, Eric DeWitt, Nintendo Switch at 2 AM, Tasha Monty, Donut Valley, Mazgus, Ricardo Martinez, Saban Fire, Jamie, Matt Hargett, Dr. Super Artie, Robert Johnson, Zacrito, Frayden, Alan Iwazuk, Shin Snake, Makis Blob, B Mystery, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, Milk Sama, Bushin Ryu Cat, and a special thank you to William Villagren and Matthew Lehman for the recent PayPal donation. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your name on this end screen here, or if you wish to remain anonymous, that can be provided too, then make sure to check the links down in the description below. I have numerous ways for you to do this down there. Can't support in this manner? Don't worry about it. Likes and shares can help equally as much. And you know, I just thought of something. I hope I didn't make an enemy out of Eastasiasoft after this video. And if I am right, well, no Ultra Core for me.